Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys. Going to be talking about some Aerodrome finance. I think a lot of you guys know that this has been doing very well. And so remember, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We're growing. We just ask you to grow with us. Really appreciate you guys. And so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump on into it. Now, talking about what's going on with Aerodrome, currently it is up by 12% on the day. Let's say we take a look at the week. Wow, for the week, guys, it is up 67%. For the month, it is up by 43%. So there was a time in the month it was dipped down a little bit. You can see down here, you would have been able to take advantage of that. So just a heads up on that. Aerodrome's got a long ways to go. Basically, it's just getting started. So nothing to panic about, just in case you were interested in getting into it. But at the same time, if you're looking for those multiples, you kind of want to get in while you can, so to speak. I know it's going to multiply a few more times at least. I would not be surprised to see it eventually get to $5, $10, $15, something of that nature. But at the same time, be cautious. Make sure that you buy as low as you can. Also, sooner or later, this sucker is going to pull back or it's going to cool off a little bit. So I would look into, if I'm looking to get any more of this arrow, I would wait till it cools off because right now it is pretty much on fire. So let's be real cautious about that. Now, looking at the year, it is up 89%, so almost doubled to a certain extent. Overall, all time, arrow is pretty much quadrupled almost. So it's up 269%. So just a heads up on what's going on with Arrow. Now, things are looking pretty good at the moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin right now is at 119,000. Ethereum we're looking at is going to be what, 4,500, almost 4,600. So notice how Ethereum is creeping closer and closer to the all-time highs. So strong possibility to get there soon. But really, for this particular market, because we're in a different market than we've ever been in before, I feel like it has a much longer way to go. So let's just keep that in mind. A lot of institutional buying of Ethereum has already occurred. So now we're starting to see a little bit of a short squeeze because of the demand, and so just a heads up on that. I got a feeling we're going a lot higher. Fear and greed is going to be at 60. So alt season, notice alt season, the indicator is at 34 out of 100. So we're nowhere near even close to, like get into that peak alt season. So don't panic if your coin is not moved as of yet, because of the fact that we're not trying to see everything move all at once. And that will never happen. So you're just going to be one move at a time. Just have to be careful to make sure that the move is yours. So let's keep that in mind, guys. Let's go to some Bitcoin dominance. Notice right here, the Bitcoin dominance is gotten below 60 as far as like 58.5. That's still not well below 60% as far as the dominance. So we still have quite a ways to go concerning that. I also see that Ethereum is at 13.9%, which is a lot higher than it has been in the past. Well, I don't want to say a lot higher, but it is higher than it's been in the past. Let's just keep that in mind as well. You're going to have other players besides Ethereum, like Solana, etc., that are going to have something to do with Bitcoin dominance. So keep that in mind. I don't know if the Ethereum dominance is going to ever get as high as it once was, but at the same time, just something to consider. All right, let's just go ahead to the X site and take a look at what's going on with Aerodrome. So we already know about this little piece where Arrow is going to be integrating DEXs from Base directly into the main Coinbase app. So that's really going to be good. So we're really looking forward to that because of the fact that a lot of these coins we haven't been able to get our hands on. We should be able to trade those freely. Let's see. Got another little bit of information here. New home base of Creator. So looks like that several coins are becoming a part of AERO Finance, so to speak. So Aerodrome Finance. So let's see. I'm just going to move down a little bit further. I got a little. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. Okay, I'll go a little bit further down. Find the chart that I want. What's this? Oh, here we go. Here's one of the things I want to look at. This is from Ether. Aerodrome is dominating base with no VC funding, right? No insider token allocations, no token holder extraction, zero, no, sorry, 100% revenue to token voters, 100% alignment across all participants. So right here, this is giving us Aerodrome 5 is is stress testing the future blueprint for DeFi protocols, and they're succeeding. So just a heads up on what's going on with this. Notice right here, there's another nice announcement that we need to talk about very quickly. 250 billion in volume. So Aerodrome just passed 250 billion in all-time volume, growing 5 times faster this year compared to 2024. So, guys, AERO is definitely moving up, and as you can tell, moving 5 times faster than it was last year. A lot of positive momentum, a lot of money going into the markets right now. So, just a heads up on that information. And I think they repeat this down here again. Must be several posts about that, but that is definitely some positive information to keep in mind. See if there's anything else we want to talk about here. Yeah, they're giving us some slipstream LP rewards, talking about probably some of the staking that they're doing here as well. These guys are really making some money, so to speak. So things are going rather well. I'm going to move on away from this one, and let's go ahead to a little bit of information from inside Bitcoins. And in this case right here says AERO eyes a massive 479% rally if the key resistance breaks. So this is what we're looking at in this case. It says price action wise that dollar and 31 cents basically peak is now resistance. If the AERO price can crack it, the asset could soar to $2.36, which marks the previous all-time high. So it says the 59% pump suggests that traders and investors are optimistic about the AERO price. Let's see, where are we going? Over the next month, the price of AERO could hit $2.36 to $6.16, a staggering 479% increase from here if it breaks the $1.31 with substantial volume. So this is what we're going to be looking at in this case. And of course, if it goes down, there will be other factors as well. But I got a feeling that AERO is basically going to the upside. But this is the thing we need to see. We got to still continue to be patient in the market. Also, as I told you guys before, for the month of August, we're not going to see things just pump straight up. So keep in mind that AERO is up now. It may just cool off, etc. So keep that in mind. Do not, I repeat, do not expect things to pump straight up in the air during this particular month. Can be kind of dangerous to think that way. And I know a lot of people get discouraged for no reason, just saying. Right here, this is the AERO website, swap, deposit, take to the skies. So we already know that AERO is a decentralized exchange where you can execute low fees, etc. I'm totally with that. So we also know now that Aerodrome is a MetaDex. So combining elegant design, intelligent incentives, and battle-tested technology. So like I said, it's just part of the site. Talking about it's being optimized for flight. 100% of fees and incentives go to users. So it also lets you know this is a user-based platform as well. Top liquidity pools all in one platform. Incentives aligned for performance. So also, second thing we have here, built decentralized, immutable and permissionless code, on-chain governance and operations, and no centralized APIs or indexers. Now, finally, launch clean. 0% VC funding. That's pretty important as far as virtual capital. far as capital funding. So what do we got here? Zero token sales, and we've got let's see, founded as a public good. So investor capital funding. Let's see. Now right here, let's see how it works. Traders, we got the voters, we got the liquidity providers. Very good information here. Very simple website. Gives you a breakdown of how AERO works and lets you know how it's being so effective as of late. Now let's go a little bit further. This is going to be the 3-month chart. If you notice, AERO's definitely made its way up, and it appears that it is trying to reach that $1.31 range. Might get there today, might not. We're not sure. But at the same time, even if we had a nice little pullback, it would not be something I would be angry about. One thing about AERO, we kind of wanted to pull back if we want to invest in this one. So I would wait for it to cool off. Hopefully it will, but if it does not, that means that, we'll just be patient. I'm going to say something to you guys as well that a lot of people may not tell you, but this is the thing. We don't want to just constantly chase these pumps. Like once you see something go up to a certain amount, I think that there's a coin or two. I'm not going to mention the particular coins, but once I saw certain coins pump, they like double, triple in price and everything like that. And sometimes you have to look at it and say, well, I missed it. Like you might be at the point right now with AERO. It may not give you the, how can I say, be careful because 5X, I know you're going to get a 5X from this. 10X, yeah, you're most likely going to get a 10X from this. 15X, absolutely. I think you're probably going to get one. Remember, nothing we say is financial advice. But after that, I would be careful to try to just all of a sudden throw everything in the 50X basket, so to speak. So I think that AERO has ran very well. And because it's already started to run very well, at about $15, I maybe say, okay, let's cap it off. Whether it goes that high or not, we got to understand that there is a limit on how high these projects are going to go. So be careful because once you make your investment, there's only so many times or so many multiples that you're going to get. Keep that in mind with AERO. AERO is a fantastic project and it's the hottest thing in Dexas right now. So AERO is definitely going to go way up. But the thing is, like, you got to know how high that you're supposed to be aiming. Going to be aiming very high, but at the same time, keep in mind that AERO's at $1 and it's above $1. If it ever goes below $1, load up the boat. But as long as it's in the low ones, it's always going to be a pretty decent investment. But keep in mind that AERO's had a little bit of room to run. So if you want to run with it, make sure that you run in a good way. Great investment as far as I'm concerned. Great DEX as far as I'm concerned. Overall top quality project. So if you're looking to go with Aerodrome Finance, you're not going to go wrong. This is Al, Real Life Investing. Have a great one. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.